Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees to this exciting series, Nectar of Instructions. Nectar of Instructions, Nectar of Instructions, Upadeśāmṛta. So we will be starting this from today and covering everything that is related to this particular book, which has been written by Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī ji and made easily understandable with English translations by Srila Prabhupada. So today is going to be the first session where we'll have a complete introduction to this book, the author, and the information what is going to be covered in this particular series. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiret. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. So we'll start by offering our obeisances to the Six Goswamis. Nana Shastra Vicharnika Nipanau Sadharma Sanstapakau Lokanam Hitkarinau Tribhuvane Manyau Sharanyakarau Radha Krishna Padarvinda Bhajananandena Mattalikau Vande Rupa Sanatanau Raghuyugau Sri Jiva Gopalakau. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Six Goswamis, namely Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī, Śrī Sanatana Gosvāmī, Śrī Raghunath Bhatta Gosvāmī, Śrī Raghunath Das Gosvāmī, Śrī Jiva Gosvāmī, Śrī Gopal Bhatta Gosvāmī, who are very expert in scrutinizingly studying all the revealed scriptures with the aim of establishing eternal religious principles for the benefit of all human beings. Thus, they are honored all over the three worlds and they are worth taking shelter of because they are absorbed in the mood of the gopis and are engaged in the transcendental loving service of Radha and Krishna. So this is about Nectar of Instruction, something which has been written by Śrī Jiva Gosvāmī, Rūpa Gosvāmī ji. So this particular book is going to take us from Shraddha to Prema in 11 verses. So text 1 to 3 of the book is going to make us understand what is Shraddha. Text 4 to 6 will make us understand what is the importance of Sadhu-sanga, what is Sadhu-sanga, and how to obtain Sadhu-sanga. Text 7, which is an important text, which makes us understand about bhajana-kriya, which asks us to have anartha-nivrittiù, which makes us to have nishtha, and which makes us understand the importance of Ruciù. Then text 8 is going to make us understand about Asaktih and how to give it up, and how to get an Asaktih for Lord. And then text 9 to 11 is going to make us go to the ultimate level, Bhavah Prema. So the key themes in the Nectar of Instruction is mind and sense control, the attitude for all of us, what is the purpose of ISKCON, about Guru and disciple, about Sadhu-sanga, about devotees, kinds, behavior, qualifications, and about Bhakti, that is stages and development. So all these 7 themes are going to be covered in the coming sessions which we are going to be having, and these are going to make us appropriate devotees. So this is a short instruction of Nectar of Instruction. Om Agyanti Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Mulitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Śrī Caitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rūpa Kadamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Śrī Guru Śrī Yuta Śrī Gurun Vaiṣṇavas Śrī Rūpam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Caitanya Devam Śrī Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Śrī Viṣakhanvitamśam Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Desha Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this book is a quite an important aspect which we are studying, and as we saw, we are going to be understanding over the coming few weeks about how to have mind control, how to have sense control, what kind of attitude we should have, what is purpose of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, who is a guru, who is a disciple, how should they be identified, what is Sadhu-sangha. We'll be understanding about the kinds of devotees, the behavior of devotees, and various qualifications to be a devotee. And ultimately, we'll be understanding about the stages and development of. So, all this we are going to be understanding only because of the mercy which the Six Goswamis have had on us. And that is why we start by offering our obeisances unto them. The Goswamis that we talk about, they were not simple persons. They said, tyaktva turnam asesa-mandala-pati-srenim sada, tucchavat. They were all aristocratic. They were in very high positions. But then they rejected everything so that they could come and live in Vrindavana. And that too in such a way that they were wearing only one cloth, living under a tree, and maybe eating once a day. Someone who was having aristocratic upbringing, aristocratic opulences, who was enjoying, they had given all of that up and they had come to this position. That is why they become all one. Because they were not aspiring for opulences. They were already having it, but they had rejected. So, whatever they did, something which is very important. And it goes on to prove that that is the most important aspect of it. And most importantly, they gave a treasure to the world in the form of transcendental writings. So Rupa Gosvāmī was the leader of all the Gosvāmīs. And to guide our activities, he has given us this Upadeśāmṛta, the Nectar of Instruction, which we have to follow. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, he left behind 8 verses, the Śikṣāṣṭaka, which he gave specifically to the Rupa Gosvāmī. And Rupa Gosvāmī ji gave us Upadeśāmṛta so that we become pure Vaiṣṇavas. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ji, he clarifies and he glorifies all of them. He writes that the knowledge which has come in transcendence, in disciplic succession. So he says, before the creation of this cosmic manifestation, the Lord enlightened the heart of Lord Brahma with the details of creation and manifested the Vedic knowledge. In exactly the same way, Lord, being anxious to revive the Vrindavan pastimes of Lord Krishna, impregnated the heart of Rupa Gosvāmī with spiritual potency. By this potency, Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī could revive the activities of Krishna in Vrindavan, activities almost lost to memory. In this way, he spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world. So, Rupa Gosvāmī's gift was not just love of Krishna, but love of Krishna in the mood of Vrajavasis. In giving this gift to others, he himself displayed it the love of Krishna in the mood of Vrindavana. So we have been seeing in Bhagavatam all these months how the knowledge was first given to Brahma. And then Brahma was bewildered, not knowing, being the only person in the whole of creation. He was confused. And then Krishna gave the knowledge to him. Similarly, we find by the effect of Kali, the knowledge, the Gyan had become disappeared. So something which was evam parampara praptam had vanished. And especially vanished with the Vrindavan pastimes of Lord Krishna. So Caitanya Mahāprabhu, who is an incarnation of Lord Krishna himself in the mood of Radharani, he wanted to revive all of that. And for that, he selected Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī ji. And he made him aware of his objective. And then Rūpa Gosvāmī ji revived it. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur similarly says that Rūpa Gosvāmī ji collected the essence of all instructions of Caitanya Mahāprabhu and offered it as gift to the genuine sadhakas. So we are offering the gift of Rūpa Gosvāmī to all the genuine sadhakas and those that wish to be genuine sadhakas as well. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ji in Upadeśāmṛta, in his teachings, especially the Caitanya Charitamrita, has explained all these activities. And he has mentioned a lot of time about Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī. Few of the times he has expressed are something like this. He says, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu taught Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī the ultimate limit of truth about Lord Krishna, the truth about devotional service, and the truth about the transcendental mellows culminating in conjugal love between Radha and Krishna. Finally, he told Rūpa Gosvāmī about the ultimate conclusions of Srimad Bhagavatam. Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu told Rūpa Gosvāmī all the conclusions he had heard from Ramananda Rai and duly empowered him so that he could understand. In another place, he writes, not just here are my teachings, but I hereby empower you to understand everything, the highest truth. At one place he writes, by entering the heart of Rūpa Gosvāmī, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu empowered him to ascertain properly the conclusions of all truths. He made him an experienced devotee whose decisions correctly agreed with the verdict of the disciplic succession. Thus, Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī was personally empowered by Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Such a profound information. So Caitanya Mahāprabhu had himself selected Rūpa Gosvāmī ji so that the whole knowledge could be re-established in a proper manner. There are so many locations. In fact, it is because of this only that even when we are doing Mangalacharan, we are offering Rūpa Gosvāmī ji the obeisances in so many locations. When we perform any ceremonial function, the very first verse which we recite in the Mangalacharan is to Rūpa Gosvāmī. Śrī Caitanya Manobhishtam Thapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. The translation means, when will Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī Prabhupada, who has established within this material world the mission to fulfill the desire of Lord Chaitanya, give me shelter under his lotus? So Rūpa Gosvāmī ji has a very, very important position. So the question arises, who is Rūpa Gosvāmī ji? In fact, that is answered in Gaura Ganoddesh Deepika, a book which is written by Kavi Karnapur, wherein he compares who is who in Chaitanya Leela with whom they were in Krishna Leela. So he has clearly identified that Rupa Gosvāmī ji is the Rupa Manjari. So as we all know, in Golok Vrindavan, Sri Radharani is lovingly served by the 8 principal gopis, the Ashta Sakhis, of whom Lalita Sakhi is her dearest friend. And these 8 intimate Ashta Sakhis are assisted by 8 Mukhya Manjaris. Each of the principal Sakhi, they have little Manjaris that assist each of them. And Rupa Manjari is the leader of those, and she serves Lalita. The Manjaris, they please this divine couple by carrying messages, preparing beverages, stringing fragrant flower garlands, offering betel nuts, decorating the kunja, fanning, etc. And that is exactly what Rupa Gosvāmī ji is. As he did in Krishna Leela, he intimately served Lord Chaitanya in Gaur. So, and same Rupa Gosvāmī ji is someone who is now making us available this knowledge in the form of Upadeśāmṛta. See, it is one thing to study and learn. It is another thing to have realization. It is quite something to fully understand everything that you have heard and be fully realized. That is Rupa Gosvāmī. On 2 occasions, Lord Chaitanya confirmed this very special mercy which he has given to Rupa Gosvāmī. Not once, but twice. Once the story goes that Chaitanya Mahāprabhu ji was singing a song in Jagannath temple. And that song was out of his desires as Krishna. And he was hoping that when will Radharani respond to me? Rupa Gosvāmī ji clearly understood it. But he did not feel himself suitable enough to enter the Jagannath temple. So he and his brother, they had thatched a roof outside. So he wrote a poem exactly how Radharani was feeling and responding on a paper, a leaf. And he put that leaf on the top of his head. Now Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, when he came, Rupa Gosvāmī ji was not there. He had gone to take bath. He came and he saw the leaf on which the poem was written. He read it and he became ecstatic. And he himself became confused. How does he come to know about my mind? He immediately went back and discussed with Advaita and other acharyas. How did he know? And they respond, it is possible only if you have given your full mercy to him. And then Chaitanya Mahāprabhu confirmed, yes, I have given my full mercy to Rupa Gosvāmī. So Chaitanya Mahāprabhu confirms about his very special mercy. And so that is the reason why in disciplic succession, out of all the awesome members of Lord Chaitanya's associates, Rupa Gosvāmī ji is next in line. However, he accepted his elder brother as his spiritual master because of his humble mode of doing business. So we see that the author of Upadeśāmṛta is someone not only a literary person, he is an especially empowered person. Raghunath Das Goswami ji writes about Rupa Gosvāmī ji in Mukti Charita. Adadana satranama tantara idama yache puna puna Shripad Rupa padam bhoja huva shama janma janmani. Taking grass between my teeth, I pray repeatedly that I may become a speck of dust. And Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī is lotus faith, birth after birth, janma janma. That is why all the pranam mantras, they have it. Even Bhakti Vinod Thakur, when we are praying, we are saying Rupanugavaráyate. So I offer my respectful obeisances unto Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod, who is transcendental energy of Caitanya Mahāprabhu. He is strict follower of Gosvāmīs, headed by Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī. For Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, in the prayers that we offer, we say, Madhuryojvala Premadya Śrī Rūpanuga Bhaktida Śrī Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, the personified energy of Śrī Caitanya's mercy, who deliver devotional service, which is enriched with conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, coming exactly in the line of revelation of Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī. So, everyone is talking about Rūpa Gosvāmī, and there is a reason why. Because he is very, very special. Namaste, Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Pasiddhanta Dvantaharine. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you, who are the personified teachings of Lord Chaitanya, who are the deliverer of the fallen souls. You do not tolerate any statement which is against the teachings of Lord. Devotional service initiated by Rūpa Gosvāmī. Then we say, Rūpa Raghunatha Pade Haibe Akuti Kabe Hama Puja Base Yugala Piriti. When I am eager to understand the literature given by the Gosvāmīs, then I shall be able to understand the transcendental loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to bestow upon human society the benediction of science of Krishna. And the most exalted of all activities of Krishna, which we are now continuing, starting in our Bhagavatam series Monday to Friday, are the pastimes with the gopis. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the mood of Radharani, who is the best of the gopis. So, to understand the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow in his footsteps, we must seriously follow the footsteps of the Shat Goswami. Śrī Rūpa, Sanatan, Bhatta Raghunath, Śrī Jiva, Gopal Bhatta and Dasa. And it does not end there. The translation which we are reading of Upadeśāmṛta is by Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada has a very special, intimate relationship with Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī. In Radha Damodar temple, in Vrindavana, in the courtyard, we see that Rūpa Gosvāmīji's bhajan kutir and samadhi both are there. Prabhupada writes in Nectar of Devotion, if you remember, which we have seen, the place of Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmīji's bhajan, execution of devotional service, is commemorated. There are two different tomb-like structures in Radha Damodar temple. One structure is called his place of bhajan. In the other, his body is entered. And beyond this very tomb, I have placed my bhajan kutir. You all know, Srila Prabhupada had a bhajan kutir in Radha Damodar temple. He had taken a small room. If we go, we are able to see it even today, the small desk. And we'll see a window there. And if you open the window, we see the courtyard of the Samadhi and bhajan kutir of Rūpa Gosvāmī. Once, while Srila Prabhupada was taking some disciples there, he described in one of his confidential discussions, it was a public lecture, in fact. He revealed that he was doing his translation work of Srimad Bhagavatam so that he could be ready before going to Western countries under the order of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati. Practically, Śrī Prabhupada described that Rūpa Gosvāmī personally appeared. Maharaj, don't worry about anything. Go ahead, everything. And please, just read the message of Chaitanya Mahāprabhu and the chant of Hare Krishna will be successful. I guarantee. sentiment association. The Krishna movement is not only based on the teachings and realization of Gosvāmī, but great inspiration and support of Gosvāmī, Śrī Rūpa Gosvāmī. Is that what he has written that this movement is conducted under the supervision of the and he says, we are all part. Anugamis follow like we should be part. As well as Gosvāmī is following Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, we have to follow what he says. Then they will. That is what Prabhupada's description of us. A follower of the Vishnu consciousness movement should be a person. So, Father, depends on everybody. They are supposed to become followers of understand that everything related. This is it. This is book. This is the so the most important aspect which come out of this particular innovation is by the mind and say that. So in all spiritual affairs, the first duty is to control mind. Now we observe mind is intelligent and sensitive. That's that thing should be always. Right now I'm sitting here, hearing those who are not some of you started as and it can move very fast from one place to another place. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama. All of a sudden, the mind Krishna, Krishna, and this word vibration, Krishna, is something which is going which is going to help us be limited, which will also ensure that even if it is this like was on the reason, it can be managed from our deep. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. We pray to Krishna. If someone can kindly come from the black voice first. So we hear how mind and sense control is very, very. Because unless you come to the mind and sense, you are not making any advancement. Everyone in this material goes the more and the Ruciù. That is the modes of passion and while we are that is possible, but we follow the instructions of them. That everything concerns how to make the present. That is where this will very, very. If you have to understand this, you have to understand the importance of being. That is mentioned by that our advancement is going to depend on our work. Follower of Krishna consciousness should become a Goswami. Now, Vaiṣṇavas are generally called Goswami. And in Vrindavana, this is a title which is given to the So, Rupa says that one person should be Gosvami. This Goswami says that's one. It's perfect. So, one is the mind, the Goswami, and the mind. But you know, he is success by becoming a Goswami, and then your God follow Goswami can get it many ways. There are some which are already stated. Vidagdha Mata, Dalita Mata, Upadeśāmṛta, custom was one instruction. We are all. So we should follow these instructions very, very quickly. Then it will be easier to make our life very. So this is for the introduction of this series. This is book. What we have taken away from this is that Rupa Gosvāmī has a very important place. He has been empowered especially by Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. He is the one who had received the Śikṣāṣṭaka and all the other knowledge of the people directly in his heart. So that's what all I think. So anything what he writes is the purpose. He has not only written, he has actually experienced the Krishna. Yes, experience how a devotee gets Krishna Bhakti. It is the ultimate goal. And that is why his teachings are very, very heavy. And it is those who think only people understand. The material knowledge that they have had till now has been a knowledge of ignorance. Because it is knowledge of one self. And philosophy means to seek after the right knowledge of one's own, the knowledge of self. Without self-realization, philosophy is dry speculation or best of time. The Bhagavad Srimad Bhagavatam gives the right knowledge of one's own self. By hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, we become free from material and enter into the kingdom by reason. It's fearless. How could we hear Yes, sada. That knowledge that we are taking from Krishna. Let us promise ourselves that we will ensure that we become on time, started on time today, finishing on time, not at 8:55. Because this is the duty of a sadhana. So unless there are some impediments which will prevent us from starting on time, we will always be ending on time. But that is the quality which we are developing by so the task today is like the other series. Every day will be given tasks. You have to read the difference of Krishna. You have to read the difference of and you have to revise one lectures. That is how we are actually practically ensuring that each one of us reaches the perfection that is expected of those who study. Thank you very much. Bhakti